Comedy. Hey everybody, it's BaronJ. Welcome back to this thing that I do sometimes when the season starts. Do you remember when I did these? It might have been the only thing that people watch me for, but we'll figure it out as we go along because we're doing it in a new format. I've got Colleen here to help me out with some of the funnier jokes that I'm going to do because she is a very funny person. What the fuck is that? How long have I had a B camera? What are you doing here? If you've never been here to one of these, folks, I'm literally just watching every first episode of the season, and that's pretty much it. The first rule is there are no rules, and also don't be mad if I missed something that was your favorite, because I do at least miss one show per season. Before we get started, I do have to talk about our sponsor. Our sponsor for today's video is freecash.com, baby. You know this if you've been listening to Talkaban. Freecash.com is a website where you can get paid to test apps, play games, and take surveys. If you do any one of those things without getting paid for it, what are you waiting for? You can head on over to freecash.com/r/BaronJ and start earning money for the things that you already do today. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So this show hits you with 4 facts right off the gate that make this absolutely insane. A, this dude is a complete and total incel. B, he's been a turbo virgin for 30 years. C, because of that, he developed wizard powers and can hear people's thoughts by touching them. And D, because of this, and because he's a turbo virgin, he doesn't want to touch people, which is like a lot of information to get at once. It's a lot. Like, whoa! The OP for this one, like, I don't claim to be a, connoisseur of animation. I just make funny ha-has about anime on the internet, but this is some shit that you see in, like, an Android ad where they're like, "My liege, come collect your 500 gems in Raid Shadow Legends. If you or someone you love has touched this orb and it turns green, please call us at 1-800-ISEKAI and you may be entitled to compensation." That, or you're gonna get recruited into their magical healing force or rescue force or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. This one's kind of okay. I'm just kind of like, it's another isekai, you know? It's like going to McDonald's. You know what you're getting into. It might be a burger.
A Happy Meal!
Keeping that. Given the recent controversy surrounding things on YouTube and Twitch with the C word, don't tell them I said this, but the word I'm talking about is cracker. I find it a little difficult to talk about this show because this one deals with the quote-unquote, I'm not making this up, honky people. Honestly, the deal with this show, I don't even know what the fuck's going on. There's just, it like literally hits you with, there's like a bunch of weird people. One of these dudes looks like a leprechaun for literally no fucking reason. They're running the National Enquirer, but in not Japan. I don't know where this is supposed to be, but there's also a guy that may or may not be a tiger, and there's a dog. I don't know what to tell you. I can't write a joke about this show because the entire show is jokes. What do you want from me? I don't give a fuck about this show. It fucking sucks. It fucking blows. I really wish that Netflix had approached me before using my likeness in this show. Everyone keeps saying, hey, you should cosplay Senshi, and that might actually happen at some point because he's literally fucking me for real, for real. I will say this one so far is a goddamn treat. It's got really good animation, got a lot of charm, we've got halfling representation, and honestly, it's pretty good. It's also Studio Trigger, which means they're saving anime once again, motherfuckers. Also, the ED is Bump of Chicken, which is kind of funny considering it's a show about food. I don't know what to tell you about this one other than I know I said Solo Leveling is going to be the show of the year because it's going to be the only thing people are talking about. I think this is the actual show of the season. It's Torture Time Princess is probably the most simple out of all of the shows we've watched, and it is the one that I think has stuck with me the most because, let's be real, in the long run, we are all sluts for toast. Everybody's a toast slut. Everybody loves a good piece of toast, unless you're gluten-free. That is a fair point. but they do make gluten-free toast. Here we have another Magical Girl show in the endless list of Magical Girl shows. I like her. Her mouth does the 3 thing. It's very cute. But honestly, it's just going to be like any of the rest of them. There's a new girl and, I don't have censorship technology yet. It's just going to go on me. The tits are going to go on me. What do I do? What do I do? For reasons that I can't really go into, I can't really show the rest of the stuff in this show. Let me just say, to quote our tried and true friend from The Office, it's called hentai, and it's art. Now, I don't claim to be a historian. If you are a Japanese historian, Gaijin Goomba, hit me up. If someone could tell me if these hats are actually accurate, because A, they don't seem very effective, and B, they look fucking hilarious. It's giving cyberpunk. It's giving Dimension W. It's giving Cowboy Bebop. It's giving a little bit of Carol and Tuesday. It's giving Detroit Become Human. It's giving a lot of things, and none of them are cohesive, and they killed a bird in this show. Not a big fan. Not a big fan so far, for a lot of reasons. So I accidentally downloaded the second episode of this show for footage and watching, so I'm just going to say one of the frames in the first few minutes of the show says, please, you mustn't look at me. Don't look at me. So I think I'm going to do what the show says and do just that. I like this show because reasons. I like this show because reasons. If you ever have to CG your main character for whatever reason, this show shows you how it's supposed to be done. This is actually really, really well done for like low budget CG. It works super, super well. It's like cell shaded correctly. This is really good. Please do this. This is not only your grandma's favorite show because it is based on Mahjong and is centered around Mahjong, it's also got this boy in it. Look at this boy. Look at how good this boy is. He's such a good boy. Wife. 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 Not wife. In this one particularly. She gets her engagement broken off in the first, 5 minutes of the show. Also, the real title of this one is I Can't Believe It's Not ReZero. Mostly kidding. I'm mostly kidding. It at least distinguishes itself by being a complete ripoff of Groundhog Day. Oh? Wife? Oh. Oh, wait. Oh. Wives. Wives plural. Wives plural. Wives plural. Anime is saved. Wives plural. In this household, we stan harem shows. This show is set in Hokkaido, which is a land known for milk. Also, it's innovating in ways I didn't think were possible because this man really out here horny for snot. That's a new one. Is that a fetish? Is that my fetish? I don't think that's my fetish. That's weird. No. No. Here we have instant death ability, and she's showing off the censorship that the show has to do, obviously, because I'm assuming it's broadcast to it. Speaking of censorship, hang on. Did I just see what I think I saw here? Is this dragon... This dragon's fucking a car? There's a subreddit for that. Don't ask me how I know that. There's a subreddit for that. If you're interested in that kind of thing. Which I'm not. As a DM for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, I have to warn you of the ramifications of giving a level 1 adventurer a bag of holding this early in the campaign. It can be a problem. The power scaling for this can be a big issue later on. Also, apparently one of the things that happens when you give a level 1 adventurer a bag of holding is they begin to have hallucinogenic suggestion from someone that apparently is someone from their past life or one of their past lives. We don't know. It's kind of weird. This show is very cozy. It feels like it shouldn't be. I don't know what the deal with it is. I guess we'll find out later. So I know I said that whole deal earlier about that other show that was like the National Enquirer and how that was complete and total whiplash. I don't know what to fucking tell you with this one. I know I've said that 4 times. There's several shows this season where I'm just like, I don't know what to fucking tell you anymore, man. Do not rash into the train. Do not rash into the train. If you rash into the train, you will be beset upon by the dumpy shark. This doofy, goofy-ass motherfucker. Nothing will prepare you for the show that shows you that a man can simp so hard that he loses motor function in his body and becomes a gremlin. Becomes a goblin. Gooning, if you will. I don't know how else to say this, but this show is very, very bald-phobic, I guess. These girls have a nice little relationship going on. Hang on a second. Is this what I think it is? Oh! Sesby and Lex! Sesby and Lex! Oh. Uh-oh. What's happening now? Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no! No! Not those! No! No! She needs those for walking and other stuff. I'm really mad at this show for reasons, and you might be saying, BaronJ, why are you mad at this show? This seems like a show right up your alley, and you'd be right. Colleen and I went into this thinking, oh, it's a show about a guy getting a bird. You know, we have a bird. We love our bird, and we were like, oh, look, yeah, no, dude, this bird is so cute. This is a cute bird. Oh my God, it's a cute bird. Why could you be mad at this show? Because it's not a show about a guy having a cute bird and learning to love the bird. Fast forward 30 minutes, this motherfucker's in an isekai, and he's ruining the economy by trading stuff with the bird, who happens to be a 330,000-year-old demon. Fast forward 15 more minutes, and he's being tailed by government agents that are apparently also psychics, and the show is something completely different now. The worst part, and the reason I'm so mad, is I can't be mad at it because it's pretty fucking good. Also, bird cute. I feel like there's a joke here about this show where it's like, hey, this show pretends to be an isekai that's not like all the rest of the other isekai. It's not like the other girls or anything like that. And then it ends up being exactly the same as all of the rest of the isekai that come out. But that would be rude. Comedy. This Armored Core / Gundam ripoff will have you feeling like a British man with very good eyesight. Be having a propaganda. A propaganda. This show feels like propaganda for the JSDF. Welcome to Fucktown, motherfucker. So yeah, if you don't know anything about this show, I will tell you that this is one of the best executions of an isekai that's happened in a very long time. I've read the manhwa, it's very good. So a lot of you are going to say, hey BaronJ, you're going to be biased towards this one and say it's anime of the season because of Hiroyuki Sawano, right? And I'll be like, excuse me sir, it's Hiroyuki Sawano. And you say Sawano. I've learned over the years that you say Sawano. Second thing is, you'd be right. God damn it, it's so goddamn good. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves at the end of the season. There were a lot of good standouts this year, I think. And yeah, I look forward to doing another one of these in 3 fucking months when we have to do this all over again. Hooray! Now that I've set that precedent, I guess I'll just say thanks, everybody. It's good to be back. Bye-bye.